guys. My name is Abu Aziz, and this is the Abu Aziz podcast. This platform happens to be a place where we invite players, administrators, coaches, referees, and everybody that is involved as long as Nigerian football is concerned. We bring them here to share their stories, their experience, their career, and everything about them, as long as they are a big actor in the Nigerian football industry. On today's episode, I have one of the biggest names in the Nigerian football industry as that right now. No other than the current MPFL 2024-2025 season champion, Coach Dan Ijaball. Coach, make I first lie down for you. Congratulations, boss. Congratulations on winning the MPFL 2024-2025 season.
Thank you.
And this is the Abu Aziz podcast. Mojo, may we just use 1 minute, introduce yourself, tell our fans, favorites, listeners about you. Just 1 minute before we go on.
My name is Daniel Ogunmodede, popularly known as Ijaball, the head coach of Remo Football Club, and the assistant coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Thank you, Coach. And on this platform, on this show, on this podcast, I need you to be very, very free, comfortable. We go use English, use Yoruba, use Pidgin, anyhow, just for you to be comfortable. And thank God, now you ask, now we did. Coach, how did it even start? Did you ever believe you would become a coach, or say it did your plan? You play ball before, or how coaching did enter?
Yeah, I actually thought I would become a professional footballer.
Okay.
That was my initial plan.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I have a parent that they believe so much in education. I started brightly educationally.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad wanted me to be a medical doctor.
Oh.
So I played the school games, my secondary school games.
Mm.
So while I was finishing my secondary school, I was preparing for my wife. I had a little problem, health related appendix. So and I had to go do surgery. And along the line, there was a little bit of complication. So my dad is a pastor. It's the first time he will lie. So after the surgery, he connived with the doctor to tell me I can't play football again. So as to stop me from playing, he wants me to focus on my
education.
So to cut the long story short, that impeded my progress in playing. So for a long time I couldn't play. In fact, to tell you, there was a time during the period of this surgery, in recuperating, they will stamp the person belly, put something there. Yeah. I did force
to still go play ball.
So my intestine come outside. I did say like this, hold on. So you can't make me believe small say it's like what
they don't tell you may not play.
My dad is it. So I stopped playing until I got to the university. I was in the university. I was still scared to play. But over the time I realized, okay, I can give a lot to football. If I cannot play, I can still give something to football. That since then, this thing that came to my head is like, not everybody can be successful playing football, but everybody can be successful with football.
True.
So I got to the university and I started some kids in my environment to start to train them. Like, you go to watch and you feel like, why this boy do like this? To say, let me play this ball, now like this I go do him. So I go to meet them, tell them this is how you do this of how I think football should be played.
Yeah.
And gradually that's how I started in my area. Though before I left secondary school too, I was like a coach and a player, I miss your group, peer group, they respect my decision, whatever I do.
Because you play better.
Because I play better, exactly. So I was a coach and a player. So that was how the story, to cut the long story short, it was around 2000s.
Yeah.
I have a boys club that I have run between the period of 98 to 2008.
Yeah.
And I was running them in Ogbomoso because I attended LAUTECH,
Okay.
Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Unfortunately for me, the medicine wey my father don't want make I do safe.
You know that.
They no carry me, na physiology they give me. So I was training the group of boys. The name of the academy is called Young Eagles in Ogbomoso.
They are still intact.
Not intact anymore.
Okay.
Because since I left, it has not been the same. It's not
okay.
easy.
Okay.
So, and we used to play Crown Football Club during their preseason.
Yeah.
We beg for friendly matches just to get these boys exposed. And it resulted to the academy was the strongest.
In
Ogbomoso will ever, the Crown Football Club will ever play. So it now turned to a culture like
we play against
every
them.
season they are the last academy we are going to play.
Because your team gives them a good fight.
A good fight. So in this last year, 2008, we went and played the friendly match, and Baba Olagbemiru, may his gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Called me. I'm meeting him for the first time. I've never met him before. And he asked me, "What's your name?" I said, "I'm Daniel." "Good. How's this academy?" He said, "Yes." "Here in Ogbomoso?" I said, "Yes." "Will you like to go to NIS?" "Where is NIS?" He said, "National Institute for Sport in Lagos." "If I have the chance, I will go." The following morning was the form. He brought out the form. And he told the secretary right in front of me, Awubade, his name is Awubade, if this boy finish from NIS, he's going to do let him do his IT with us here.
With Crown.
With Crown. Before I finished the NIS, Baba Olagbemiru was late. He had a medical problem. He was transferred to India and he gave up the ghost there. So when I came back, because he has told them, instructed them. So when I came back, it wasn't so difficult.
So you just started with Crown?
I started with Crown, feeder. And 2 days after, I think with feeder, I had the first team is training. Because that was where they asked me to go, the junior team. So 2 days after, I had the first team is resuming. So I decided to go inside the stadium. I was going inside the stadium, and I saw someone pointing to me on the wire gauze. I was standing on the wire gauze just to watch, to learn from it, to see. I said, "Are you Daniel? Oh yeah, come help me set this code." And that was Godfrey Yesu. And that was how
you started.
He inducted me inside. He speak with the management, he tell them, "Look, I want this boy to work with me." Then that was the journey. Cut the long story short, I spent 7 years with Crown Football Club. Their first ever promotion to MPFL. I was the assistant coach to Godfrey Yesu. The second promotion, I was also an assistant coach to Oladunni Kale. And I left 2015 when the club relegated. 2014, the club relegated, and I was asked to go back to the junior team. I think I can't.
You were bigger than that as at that period.
Not really bigger, but I just felt I need to.
You needed to upgrade.
And yes, I need to try another thing. I've been there for 7 years. Another challenge.
And
so
is that how you found yourself in Remo Stars?
Yes. I applied in COD then COD.
Okay.
I applied in First Bank.
Okay.
And Remo Stars.
Okay.
But what they offer in the other side, I don't like them.
Offer in what sense? Money?
Not money, the position.
Okay.
So I can't. I think I can't serve well there. Like in COD, then they were talking about as a physical trainer. No, I want head coach.
Okay.
First Bank, talking about second assistant, but I don't know. I want an head coach or assistant coach at the least. So when I go to Remo, I was opportune to meet the president. In fairness, I was going to make a reference to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you today. I was looking for who to send the letter to, my letter of application to. Michael Onikute was the media officer then.
Michael
Onikute is the secretary of the club.
Of Remo Stars.
Yes,
okay,
now.
yes.
So, someone gave me his number, Adeniji. His name is Adeniji. He said, you can help me with Michael's number. If I call him, he can give me who to send his stuff
your
to.
application to.
So, Michael gave me the email of the club.
Okay.
And that of the chairman.
Okay.
So I sent my application in to them. I like to touch everybody that has a kind of impact
in your career.
He has not met me before. We have not. So the president had an interview with me. He interviewed me. What do I want? And I told him clearly, I want head coach. And I give him reason. What if you are made assistant coaches? I can't. Because I don't want to be an assistant coach. That my philosophy is different from the head coach.
Then you start having issues.
We start to have issues. With my experience, what is your experience? I told him. With my experience in Crown, I see how assistant coaches and head coaches doesn't align. It's not good for the job even. And he said, okay, unfortunately you can't have the job. We are sorry. I was there in January 7th, and he told me, we have got an head coach since last year, October, when we go to play Gabros.
Okay.
And I said, who is the coach? So he told me, the coach is Uche Okagbu.
Okay.
His gentle also rest in perfect peace. I said, Uche Okagbu? He said, yes. Then I think I can work with him.
Yeah, coach. You finally found your way to Remo Stars, and you became one big fish in the team. At a certain level, you promoted the team to the Premier League, and out of nowhere, you got a call or a message that you will become the assistant coach of the team. How did you feel then?
No, he has, in the interview, like I told you, he has told me already, he can only offer assistant coach.
Okay.
And because it was Uche Okagbu, was my friend in NIS, we attended NIS together.
Yeah.
We have shared. I'm a kind of interactive person. I love to share. It's part of the people. When we were in NIS, we sat and discussed football. Our methodology aligned. And I told him immediately, okay, and I can offer to be his assistant.
Okay.
Immediately there, he called him.
Okay.
And Uche said the same thing. If it's Daniel, okay, no problem. And the job, that was it.
So what was your working experience with him when both of you started?
Uche?
Yeah.
My working experience with Uche is like my working experience with Fidelis Ilechukwu now. Great friend.
Okay.
A friend, and we had a very good moment.
Oh, okay.
In repositioning the club, Remo Star. Then we did a lot of work, and it was the first laurel the club will win when we came. The FA Cup, Ogun State FA Cup, we won it at the first time.
So was it your decision to travel to Portugal for that course you went to in Portugal? Was it your decision or the club's decision?
It's not a course.
Oh.
It's not a course, it was my decision.
Your decision, okay.
Yes, because the club came and tabled the offer.
Okay.
I read a lot of things online then, but people should be helping me to thank Kule Shonami.
Okay.
Because maybe, I'm sorry, I don't want to be so belittling to our race. Maybe a typical Nigerian will say, a black man, he cannot do it. They came asking for me, and he asked me, do you want to, or you want to continue your job? And I said, if I have the chance to, I would like to. Because it will give me an opportunity to grow more, to have more exposure, see how things is done outside there. Maybe what I've been doing all this while, are they right or wrong? I need to see, then make a comparison. Are you sure you want to do that? I said, yes. If I'm given the chance. They came in for me to come as an assistant coach. I didn't go for study. But yes, I was there. I had to do a lot of study on my own because I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going to prepare myself for today.
So when you went to Portugal and you came back, what was your position back in Remo Stars?
When I came back as the head coach of the club.
Yeah. In 2019 or 20, you still became the assistant coach under Coach Benga, or is it Coach Benga Ogunmodede or Coach Kennedy Boboye? How do you feel then? Because this has not been something you love doing. This is something you don't like doing, but you had to accept it. How do you feel working under Coach Boboye then?
I've been working as an assistant coach since 2008. I assisted Godfrey Esu, like I told you. I assisted Niya Kondi. I assisted Lawrence Akpokuna. I assisted Busari. I assisted Oladunyo Yekale. I assisted David Egbiri. I assisted Ganil Salami. I mentioned that earlier. I assisted Induka Ubadi.
You don't try.
I have a lot of experience, so I know what it means, and I'm learned. I'm learned. I know my roles and responsibility. I don't go beyond them. Those I can't work with, I tell them to their face I can't. I've had coaches I work with as assistant before. I won't mention names. That along the line, I had to call him and tell him I can't continue as your assistant.
And how the person feel?
I think he should be the most happiest person on earth because
that you
I
open
don't
up
want
to
be
tell him.
Hypocrite. I don't want to be an hypocrite. I tell you to your face. While I was assisting, I assisted for 12 years. Yes, in my professional career, I assisted for good 12 years and almost 13 years even. So while working with Boboye, I know my roles and responsibility. I do them judiciously. You were one of our players then, and you can bear me witness.
Very well.
Yes, I do my job without prejudice. Without prejudice, I do what he wants me to do. What he wants is what I do.
So how do you feel when you finally got that job as the technical advisor, the chief coach,
when the team relegated 2019, 2020, I was already preparing for the next season because I was the assistant to Boboye and the director for youth football then.
Yeah.
And he called me to come and see him.
Who called you?
The president of the club.
Okay.
I went to him and he was like, well, my friend, I think you've seen we didn't do well, and I think there's no reason to go on, except you feel there are better reasons to go on. I made him see reasons why we need to go on. It's an investment and it will take time. It's a culture and it will take time. He said, I agree, but I am not bringing in any player again. And neither am I bringing in any coach. Whether you like or not, I want you to come in as the head coach and promote these under 17 boys to come and play the NNL. So we can start new breeds of young ones for the youth academy.
Yes.
And I accept to do that because I know it's possible. So the first year, luckily for us, COVID came in. We played 3 matches and COVID came in. So
that was 2020.
Yes, so it gave us ample opportunity to train
enough to see the players more,
to bring a lot of cohesion
into the team.
Exactly. In 3 matches, then I think we drew 1 at home. Even it was our first match, we drew at home. We lost away, then we come to win
at home.
So we drew 1, lost 1, win 1. So they were able to have a little bit of experience. So after the COVID, we go back to the new season. And we promoted.
Wow. So what are the challenges you faced working with younger players then in a NNL where we know it's all about aggressiveness, where we know it's all about sometimes experience? How were you able to blend these young boys into the team to get you results?
The biggest challenge I face is the new ones. Yeah, when I promoted these young boys, it's not only them. I had to bring in about maybe 8 more or 10
from other clubs.
So trying to adapt their mentality to what we have on ground was a serious job. That was the biggest challenge I was having. But fortunately, the one with our own behavioral pattern is more than what we bring in. So some of them were forced to adapt easily, some of them could not adapt.
Okay.
So it's more of a psychological thing. Then our methodology of training has to do with a lot of intensity that some of them couldn't cope. It has to take time. Our training, adapting to our training methodology.
Yeah.
So this is basically the problem we had then, and it's a personal problem. I know. I realize as a coach, it's my job to make them a better player.
Now, coming into the MPFL, I think in the last 4 seasons, your team came third, second. How do you feel when people from the outside see you as the Arsenal of the Nigerian League? Almost there.
I have a social media handler. Personally, I hardly go there to listen to comments.
Okay.
You know, the last time I went there to listen to comments was when we played the Super 6 in Lagos.
Super 6 in Lagos against
Rivers United.
Rivers United or
yes.
Sporting Lagos?
Rivers.
Okay.
Against Sporting was Super 8.
Okay, yes.
So Super 6 was the Premier League.
Yeah.
And we played against Rivers, where we scored, dive minute, and on the pass, Rivers scored back. If we had won the game, we have won the league.
I think Adam Solamilekon scored your goal.
Yes, there was a lot of controversy in the game. He was jubilating why they restarted.
Why they restarted and they scored, yeah.
So I was relaxing and checking my
social media pages.
For this, there was a lot of backlash. You know,
for you or the team?
Yes, for me, for the team. You know, it's normal. People are not happy. We had opportunity, we throw it away. It's an opportunity to win the league, but they don't know and realize I have a target. My target was not to win the league then. No. My target was to build the team, to continue building where I have stopped before I leave the country.
Okay.
So, but unfortunately, I know my target. I know the target I am giving. You understand what I'm saying? I know the target I was giving doesn't, as much as I don't let my personal ambition overshadow
the club's
ambition. So, since then, I decided not to go to
social media.
Oh, okay. Except
once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. So I have a social media handler that handle my social media. So for me, we are not Arsenal. We are Remo Stars. This is Remo Stars.
So do you think?
And,
okay.
And we came second. For sure, we know we never came second this year. One of our slogan or trait is we will always be better our last season. When we came third, the following season we came second. We were better the season of third. The next season we came second again. In the first season of second, we came in Abridged League. We lost the league with 1 goal difference. Abridged League. Then the following season was a full season. We came second. We were better the previous season. And this season, we know we will be better.
Oh, okay. Talking about this season, in your plans, in your projects, were you expecting to win the league this season?
We were expecting to win the league anytime from the last time we were second. I've been expecting we'll win the league. Since the first time we came second. Because I know we'll always be better at what we are.
Now,
that's the worst that can happen.
Now, how disappointed were you last season when your best friend, Coach Ilechukwu, won the league?
On a personal note, I'm happy for him as my friend, because Yoruba people say in my language, they say, Eboni Reyo, Kireili Tenilo.
Sure.
If we compete and you win, I can only be sad because I lost, but I can't be sad because you progress. It's two different things.
Yeah.
So he's my friend. I'm seriously happy for him. Very, very happy for him. He has also paid his price. He has paid his dues. He has done so well. I'm very proud of him. But I actually don't want him to win.
Why?
Because we want to win always in Remo Stars.
Okay.
But as a personal friend, I want him to win in life.
Okay.
They are two different
What
things.
shall you mean?
I want him to win in life. I don't want him to win Remo Stars.
Okay. So whenever he plays against you and win, how do you feel?
He's a dead man. If he play against me, he's finished. I finish him.
You mean Kamara?
I finish him. No joking. Outside, the only match I can never pray for him to win is against Remo Stars. If he play against any other team, I pray for him to win.
But against Remo Stars?
Against Remo Stars, he will lose.
So this season, what is it Remo Stars did different from what you used to do?
Yes, like I told you, look, every year we do personal evaluation.
Of your team, of yourself?
Myself, group, and the team. Genuine evaluation. Where did we get it wrong? Where did it went wrong? What should we have done
Better.
What is it that we shouldn't have done
That you did.
that we did? Evaluation of ourselves. And that's the secret.
Congratulations once more.
Thank you.
Now, whenever you come closer to the league, you don't win, or whenever you lose matches in your time with Remo Stars, where do this pressure come from? Mostly. Because you cannot tell me you are in a team like Remo Stars and no pressure. That is not possible. As long as Nigerian football is concerned, Remo Stars is a top team. So there must be pressure from somewhere. Maybe the fans, maybe management, maybe yourself, maybe colleagues, maybe family.
The biggest pressure I used to have is my personal self. I beat myself a lot.
Why?
Fantastic. I've never failed in Remo. I have never. Before now, I have never failed. So maybe it doesn't make me know whether there could have been pressure if I had not done well.
Okay.
So we'll wait for the time.
Okay.
I don't know. But I tell you the truth. There has never been a day that the president of the club tell me, why did you do this? Why shouldn't have you done this? Why you should have done this? Or the CEO of the club. No, I've never been ever, I repeat, put under any pressure. But I pressurize myself a lot. I pressure myself. And the people that suffered it most, first is my family. I'm sorry to them. They suffered a lot. Because when I lose, I fall back to them. I fall back on them.
You transfer aggression.
Serious transfer of aggression, yes. I beat myself a lot. And my children, I can't even talk to them at home. My wife is off for a week, maybe. Because I will be in my office and I'm trying to get to where does the problem come from.
Yeah, it means now that you won the league, that woman deserves one big holiday with that now. One big vacation.
A serious one.
Very, very important.
And other people that suffered it are my backroom staffs.
Okay.
my backroom staff. After we play this match and we adjudge winner, I go to my room and sometimes you start to ask for some forgiveness.
Some of the things you did
that you have done. Yeah, they are on professional ground, but I felt like and I talk heel to this guy. I don't talk behind anyone. I talk right to their face. You should have done this. I'm on top of it. And staying consistent is difficult. Staying consistent, and people around me, I try to make them stay consistent. So my backroom staffs, and lastly, the players. You can't lose it.
You must have that big mentality.
No. It's not acceptable. This is the rule. In Remo Star, with me, in my dressing room, the slogan is no excuse for failing.
Very important.
Don't give me any excuse. It's because they did not pay us on time. It's because my host is long. I don't care.
Ijaball,
tell me.
If by mistake or something you didn't win this league, because it got to a stage where the league did your hand, if by mistake anything happened, win this league this season, who would you have blamed?
Myself.
Yourself. Okay.
Myself.
Okay.
I will take responsibility.
Then if you are taking responsibilities for that, if season end and the chairman or the CEO or the president tell you, say, we can't work with you anymore, how would you take that?
Their decision, and I'll take that 100%.
What next?
You know what next?
Tell me.
You know what next?
Tell me.
What next is I need to get myself another job. Somebody else that I can take the dream to.
Apart from Remo Stars, do you think you can still work in any other NPFL club, considering the structures you have seen in other clubs? Yes, you might have not been there, but you have read or heard about the structures in other teams. Would you be comfortable working with any other NPFL team right now?
I'm a professional coach. I can work anywhere.
Okay.
I can work anywhere, but not in every condition.
Okay.
I need to create my conditions.
Okay.
But mind you, Remo Star is my project and it's my home.
Talking about Remo Stars project, I understand that few players from Beyond Limit, they are being promoted to the Remo Stars main team, and this is what I've been seeing for a while. What is your relationship with Coach Ogunmodede of Beyond Limit? Your working relationship.
Working relationship, perfect.
Okay.
You don't expect it not to be, because he's in charge of the youth system.
Okay.
He's the coach of the Beyond Limit.
Okay.
His junior team as well. So when there is need to talk about the boys, we do on a professional level. The problem is, for me, I can be rest assured with you that everybody is busy, that it is the job.
Yeah.
I just told you now, even my wife, I can't remember the day I went out with her.
Okay. You understand.
So not to talk of somebody that is not my wife. That is just working relationship.
Yeah.
Working relationship. What do I mean by working relationship? How many times do we see? But we communicate on the job. Coach, I need this boy. I need this. I need this. You respond back. We talk about, we harmonize.
Yeah.
And that has been the
and
way.
He has the same philosophy.
Of course, it's a framework. It's a framework everybody has to follow. Everybody is compulsory. You can't have a separate idea when you are here.
Good. So, Coach, how did the Super Eagles invitation come in? Your Super Eagles invitation?
I was sleeping August 31st. That we're going to over the night of September 1.
Okay.
And I received a call from the first person I received a call from was the president of my club around 11:45, some minutes to September 1st. And it started with Daniel, I'm very proud of you. And this, I was scared. I was like, what's happening? This is why I told you to continue to grow your coaches, your assistants, so that they can hold for you. Now you are going to the Super League. I can't believe it. For sure, I know I will be there one day, for sure. But I never.
But you were not expecting it that soon.
So quick. I never expected it, honestly. Most especially that I have not won the league. I have not won the league. I was in Arsenal then.
Second, almost.
That one I did.
Almost.
But now I'm in Madrid. I'm in Barca. I'm in.
You get winning mentality
now. So I was. It's one of the most.
Yeah, it's a very good one because at the end of the day, the national team happens to be the highest level of football in every level. So this is it. When you got to the national team, what has been the difference between you working under Coach Austin Ijaball and working under Coach Eric Chell? What is the difference between working with two different people?
I have so much, a lot of psychological imbalance this season. A very big psychological imbalance. I tell you, if I go to the national team, I am an assistant coach. If I come back to Remo in a few days, I am head coach. In national team, I take instructions. In Remo,
you give
I
instructions.
make decisions. I give instructions. So the switch was one of my biggest challenge this season. Now, most importantly, that within this same season, I had to work under two
different people,
different coaches that I have done in the last 4 years. So I passed through a lot of psychological imbalance. And I must give kudos to my assistant coaches. Very big kudos to them.
I just see you now. When we say if you dey for camp, you dey carry cone.
Suleiman Kamil Lama is a great guy.
Okay.
He's personally the best assistant coach in the country. You know, with a good subordinate of Yinka Shukari. They did a very great work when I was not around. Following the template effectively. It's a different thing to have the template. It's a different thing to have somebody to be effective to carry it out. Maybe it wouldn't have been possible without them. You know why? Remove the points of where that they got when I was
when
not
you
around.
were not around.
If anything had gone wrong. So I give it to them. I give it to them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way you lay your bed, so you lie on it. So I passed through a lot of psychological imbalance. But the truth is, I'm happy I work with professionals. Austin Ijaball, a thorough professional. My time with him was fantastic. I know my role, like I told you, as an assistant. I'm a thorough professional.
Okay.
I did my job. All he wants me to do, I do. I am very, very satisfied.
Okay.
Eric Chell came in, same thing. He was professional enough. He had a meeting with me a lot of time about my role, what he would expect from him, his expectation from me.
Yeah.
And I'm able to give that.
So among them, so which one of them give you more opportunity, time to express yourself more?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes. Ijaball, he tried to carry everybody along.
Okay.
And he gave me opportunity, chance to train the team.
Okay.
I'm so happy with him. Secondly, if he didn't want me as assistant, I wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, true.
He brought the chance. I grabbed it.
Okay.
So I'm happy with him and indebted to him.
Okay.
Eric Chell came in. Like I told you, he gave me what he expects from me.
Okay.
He came with his assistant.
Yeah.
Yet he has never ridiculed me. He has, when I say never, he has never ridiculed me.
Okay.
So My role is my role. The section I'm supposed to handle, I handle.
Yeah.
The section that is not my turn, I assist.
Okay.
Decision making is his own. Mine is to advise.
Yeah.
He asks for advice, I give. The ones that is convinced, he take. The one that is not convinced, he doesn't. Which I do the same thing with my own assistant. This is a professional job, and I salute his bravery too.
Yeah, coach, I beg. My fans won't hear these particular conversations. My viewers won't hear. Before they postponed the Chan Eagles, yourself and Coach Ilechukwu were in charge. And it was just few weeks or so to the tournament before they postponed it. And that was when the NFF signed Eric Chell, and it was announced that he would be the one to take charge of the team and you will be assistant. How do you feel with that decision? Because it was very, very clear that it was just you and Coach Ilechukwu that would take the guys to the Chan Eagles. So how do you feel that you still work on Eric Chell?
I've told you, I'm a professional. Not just a professional. I am learned.
Yeah.
I am learned. I am the head of technical Remo Stars as a whole. Do you think if I go to Beyond Limit training today and I tell Olumide, I think you need to do this, you think he will say no?
No.
Okay. If I wake up today, I go to the under 15 training and I say, Coach, no, that thing you are doing to those boys is not okay. Maybe you should have done like this. Do you think the coach will say no? Invariably, who heard all the things?
Eric.
Me.
I'm talking about this like this. Yeah.
Right? We should be clear in this. Let's be clear. And we should learn to do things the proper way. Whether anyone like it or not. Whether myself like it or not. Eric Chell is the head of all the national teams.
Sure.
He can decide to be in the under 20.
Or beach soccer.
Or beach soccer is not related to feed because they can't take you, when you were playing, they can't take you from beach soccer and come and play Super Eagles.
They don't invite me.
That one different now because you play for Worigo that time. You understand?
Yes,
that you cannot be a specialist in beach soccer and you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what I'm saying in essence is people misconstrue the federation. I was the head coach of Chan.
Yeah.
I am the head coach of Chan.
Yes, sure.
Yes. But Eric Chell is the head coach of the Super Eagles and is going to supervise all the national team.
Yeah.
He's going to for me, look, if I'm not going to be assisting him in the Super Eagles, if I'm not going to be assisting at that time, if I'm not going to be assisting him in the Super Eagles, I should be happy that he's coming to see the Chan team. Yeah. I should be happy.
He wants to see what you're doing about it.
Exactly, because I will also learn from him. I want it or not, he's more experienced than I do now.
Yes.
So he's the head of all the national team and he has authority over them.
Yeah, coach. We are gradually rounding up right now, and there is this conversation I need to ask. You're staying the Super Eagles. There is this particular conversation or talk that Nigerian coaches cannot handle the Super Eagles players because of some of their attitudes right there. How have you been able to cope with the Super Eagles players' attitude? You know, you would not compare them with your Remo Stars player. How have you been able to cope?
I've been opportune to be in Europe for a season with top players.
Yeah.
I can tell you, people who doesn't understand a lot of these Super Eagles players. Secondly, people doesn't understand how to handle most of these players when they are in top flight. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. Seeing is believing. If Osimhen has called me today, Osimhen, to congratulate me, coach, good job, congratulations on winning the league. That is Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
When we are in camp, when I was not in camp, I also thought it's like that. My biggest motivation while I was with the Super Eagles are the players. My biggest motivation. I tell you why. When I got my first appointment, in our first training session, the physical trainer has not arrived. Thomas from Slovenia, there was a delay. So he couldn't catch up his flight that day. And Ogavon told me, Dan, you are going to take the guys. You are going to prepare them for the activity, warm up and other stuffs.
Yeah.
I woke up. They are the one helping me.
The players.
Yes. Cooperate like we have been working together for a very long time. They are my biggest motivation in the camp. It depends on how your approach to the players. Respect is reciprocal. Personally, I won't intrude into their privacy. I will not disrespect them. If I have an opinion, a personal opinion about them, I give. If I have a professional opinion, I give. And if the opinion and instruction is for the team, I give without fear of anyone. With respect. Respect is reciprocal. They are grown up, they are professionals. And I also have professionals in my club, so it's almost close for me, and I can tell you it wasn't a problem for me. And you see, this is where we limit ourselves. At the end, it makes the people out there think Nigerian coaches cannot handle these boys. It's a lie. It's a lie. It depends on your approach.
Yeah, that's true.
And what you have got upstairs. And giving the needed chance. We did it in Chan. We have done it. We qualified for the Nations Cup. We're there. We are the local coaches that are there. Me, I am a local coach. And one day, I will coach European clubs.
That brings me to this question. If season end now and one top club for Europe call you, or one top club for African country call you, how far you go move?
Only me know myself.
I want to know.
That's what I'm telling you. Only me know myself. Let the season end. I will evaluate myself.
Okay.
I've had calls from Finland.
Okay.
I've had calls from Armenia. 2 or 3 clubs from Armenia have called me already.
Okay.
Club from Finland have called me.
Yeah.
Some of the African clubs, 1 or 2. But I'm going to make proper evaluation of myself. Am I ready? Can I? I know my gauge. I know what I can do. If I can't, I won't.
Yeah.
If I can, I will.
Oh, okay. Coach, my viewers, my listeners, I did sure say they were very, very happy with the few time we don't spend with you. And before we go, just quickly help us round up and tell everybody with the watch, make them subscribe, like, share on our YouTube and all social media platform, the Ijaball as this podcast. So we'll go round up that like that. Yeah,
you see, in the first place, the reason why I'm agreeing to do this podcast is because you are one of the biggest surprise for me. Ex-player will be say, no be say they waka around street, no they do anything, no try walk up yourself, no say live for football don't go. Now live to grab other opportunity na remain.
Yeah. And
I want to say I'm very proud of you to have done that. I'm so proud of you. I have coached you before.
Yes, sir.
As my player, and I can tell that I have never imagined player of your caliber will try to go into another field without any shame because it's a struggle.
Yes,
so gentlemen, why won't we support him? I beseech all of us. This is the only way to help ourselves, to support ourselves. You know, if he's successful in this, other ex-international, ex-players too, we know there is always life after football. So I want to say, kindly like and share the Ijaball Aziz podcast and
subscribe on our YouTube channel.
We all like it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.